Greetings, YouTube. Hi, it's Evil Slothman here, coming back with another vid. Just thought I'd tell you a little bit about my day today. It's been my day off, and I thought, well, I'll go and have a look up in the attic, see if I can find some of my games that I really wanted to show you. So, I went through and it took about 2 hours, and I found about 2/3. The other third is important now. So what I found was all my boxes for my N64 games. Now, as you have seen, well, a few people have seen, on my Unpacking 2 video, I had said that 4 of my N64 games were stolen. And I got one back, which is Perfect Dark. And so I've got to get the other 3 back. And the scary thing is, the boxes for the 3 that are missing are immaculate. Some of the ones I actually have the games for, not so much. Seem to be given, like they've been put in the box and inside the box, inside the bag, and some of them have been better contained than others. But that was quite good. I got some of them, and then realised that my copy of Donkey Kong 64 has gone missing somewhere. Do I have the box for that, and the little key thing for getting the expansion pack out? But this is the other thing I was going to say. Fat Funk, he thought the N64 boxes were big. Check that out. This is Star Fox 64 in the States. This is a fucking huge box. Why they made it that big, I will never know. But it's huge. Sorry, this is like the first beer I've had in about 2 weeks. I'm trying to lose a bit of weight. Is going well, but gotta have a beer once in a while. I was gonna go to the pub tonight, but couldn't be arsed in the end. Stayed in, watched Tea in the Park. Great Scottish festival if you ever see it. It's like set in Fife, has a load of great bands play it. It's got a great atmosphere. If you watch any vids of that, Tea in the Park's an awesome festival. Gotta try and see if I can get tickets for next year. Good. But alright. I am going to do a video after this, but it'll probably be going up tomorrow of Silicon Valley, or Space Station Silicon Valley. And I'll do that right after this. Just thought I'd give you that. Oh, we'll get back to topic. As I was going through the attic, I found a load of my Game Boy boxes and a few of my Game Boy games. Couldn't find my Game Boy. The majority of my old Game Boy games, I found a fair few of my Advance and my color games, but not actually some Advance and some of my Game Boy ones are missing in action. I don't know where the hell they've gone. I know they're in some sort of shoebox, but trying to find a shoebox in my attic is just a nightmare. I have a feeling when I bought my Super Game Boy, I brought them to my flat, and I don't know where they've gone when it's come back here, or if it even got back here. I have faith it's here somewhere. God knows if I'm going to be able to find it. But I found a lot of interesting games. I found my copy of Link's Awakening, and it has my fully complete file still on there. So it's like, yes! But I've got a few games that I can now show on the Super Game Boy, and if I could ever find my Game Boy Color, I could show you. Well, I might actually get the Game Boy player for the thing, so I can show you the Game Boy Advance games and the Game Boy Color games. So I might do that, but I want to leave the Game Boy one specifically for the Super Game Boy, because it had the interactive backgrounds, which I don't think the GameCube one does. And some of them are quite cool, especially like for Donkey Kong and Wario Land 2 and that. But I thought I'll do a bit of online downloading tonight, so I've just started a download on my 360 to download Battlefield 1943, because I really loved Battlefield 1942 on the PC. I used to play it at my mate's flat when I was at uni all the way through like 4th year, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. Even though I was playing it on a laptop, it was still pretty damn fun. So downloading that for the 360. So if anyone's like online on Xbox Live, I know I said my online thing for the 360, well, not the 360 for the Wii, but I only got like about 3 or 4 people back. And yes, a lot of people mentioned that it'd be easier to do it on the 360 and PSN because of not having the friend codes and that, which I can understand. And the time difference would have been a killer. It might have been an interesting thing to set up like different things, like have a British part of it. Maybe like I know I have a PS3. Super Dan 88 has a PS3. I think Ian Wilson 1978 has a PS3. Don't Move Phoenix has a PS3. And maybe done something online kind of that way. Like I know that both me and Dan have Resistance 2, and that could have been quite interesting to do a 4-player multiplayer of that, because that's meant to be like the best part of Resistance 2. But something to think about. Like, and then we could have. The plan was, I thought, with the Wii, was to like maybe 1 or 2 people record it separately, the same thing, or maybe like different moments of it, like and give their own personal commentary to it, which I thought would be quite unique. So it wouldn't be the same clip each time, but it'd be like different moments in the online session or something, and people giving different commentaries on it. I just thought that'd be quite cool to like bring community together and that, but it's something that maybe is a bit too early for maybe me at the moment. Maybe when I get my subscribers up a bit. We're at 26 at the moment, and I'm very happy with everyone that comes and contributes, and definitely we'll be doing a shout out video soon for a few people. Definitely get Will Lefarius, because God knows it's been a bit weird without your videos up every day. Xfile2708, he's got a lot of good stuff, but how he has the money to keep on going to the shops every day, God only knows. It worries me. I'd love to go to the shops and drop a lot of money on retro games, I really would. Saying that, I've got a few packages to come this week. 2 N64 games and 2 Famicom games and a Famicom disc game. Now, I probably didn't really mention this when I got my Famicom, but I only got it about a week before I started putting videos up. So that copy of Super Mario plus the fake copies of games are the only game I actually have for the system. So that's why there's not been really much on gameplay, because everyone's seen Super Mario. Luke put a video up of it today, so there's no real point in doing it. But I've got some interesting games coming, which I think you'll get a kick out of when they come. I'm definitely like setting out like specific things for different collections that I'm thinking of. I definitely want to replace my Mega Drive, because if you saw Luke's video today about his modding the Mega Drive, I have a similar setup at the moment of my Mega Drive, but I think wires come loose when we've moved, and so the NSTC mode, the 60 Hertz mode, doesn't work right. It just goes black screen. Now, I know you'll say, well, your TV's not NSTC compatible, except it is, because it plays my Famicom in full colour and full speed, it plays the SNES in full colour and full speed. So I don't believe that to be true. So I'm going to replace that, and I'm debating whether to get a Japanese Mega Drive or to get a modified version 1 Mega Drive from the UK, even though it does look the worst of the 3. If you look at that grey thing and that little shitey gold 16, compared to like the Japanese one, it doesn't look as good, in my opinion. But I kind of wanted to get a combined one of the Mega CD, because I've never owned one and I always wanted to, because I always wanted to play Final Fight CD and Sonic CD. And even though I got Sonic Gems and I completed Sonic CD on that, I just wanted it for the actual original console. But I've set boundaries for like different things, because I want to collect a lot more Japanese Mega Drive games, after seeing people like Ian Wilson put up a lot of his games and a lot of the cover art, and I'm really digging that. I want to collect a lot more boxed Famicom games, and I would get, say, maybe cart versions of like American copies of some games, and then get boxed Japanese copies, so I could actually play the American copies but have pristine copies of the Famicom games, if that kind of makes sense. And so we'll just say goodbye for now, but few get wells, just like I said, for Lefarius with his broken leg. Get well soon, man. You and Viper. So both of you get well. Come back soon. I'll comment on your vids and that. We'll give you a back. Community misses you. Alright, Evil Sloth Man, he's out.